What's up, everybody? Back with another Honkai Star video. In this video, we are going to go over Guinaifen, or Guinevere, whatever you want to call her, right? She has a few issues, right? She is a 4-star, so she's going to be a bit weaker kit-wise, and she is new, so she isn't going to be able to be easily accessible dupe-wise unless you're really going in for Topaz. So she has a bit of a rough time trying to fit the competition. You can use her as a normal DPS, or you can try to use her with the DOT team with Kafka. For a normal DPS, you know, she's probably not going to go that high. You can still use her, right? I'm sure she can do some decent damage, but she's not going to be hitting like Don Hang numbers, so just don't expect that off rip. And then her main competition on the DOT team is Sampo. Now, will she beat out Sampo? We'll have to see. I'll go over that. I think she definitely can be ran on it. Whether she's better is definitely a question of all time. So let's get into it. First off, she has a normal fire basic attack, right? Then her skill deals fire damage equal to 120 of her attack. Do note that all of these are based off of no dupes, right? So this is at level 10. Anyway, 120 to a single target and 40% to the adjacent enemies. This is a blast skill with a 100% base chance to burn the target and, you know, on the sides. When burned, enemies will take 5 AT equal to 18 of her attack at the beginning of each turn for 2 turns. Then her ultimate inflicts fire damage to all enemies, 120, which is good. Thank God it is a full AoE. But anyway, if the target enemy is currently infected with burn, their burn status immediately produces damage equal to 92% of their original damage. Then her talent, so when she's on the field, there's a 100% base chance to apply Fire Kiss to an enemy after their burn status causes damage. I'll get back to why that's important in a minute. While inflicted with Fire Kiss, enemies receive 7% increased damage, which lasts for 3 turns and can be stacked up to 3 times, right? Then her traces are going to be 20% more damage to burn enemies. When she battle begins, she gets her action advance forward by 25%, and then each basic attack has an 80% base chance to inflict burn equivalent to that of a skill, right? And then her dupes are, when a skill is used, there's a 100% base chance to reduce the attack target's enemy's effect res by 10% for 2 turns. When an enemy target is burned, her basic attack and skill can increase the damage multiplier of the burn stats by 40%. Then she gets 2 energy when the burn stats inflicted causes damage. And then the last one is increase the Fire Kiss stack count by 1. I do know if you do get that, then it will go from 7% to 8.5, which would mean you would get 18, 36, right? If I did that math right, because it'd be 4. You get 4 stacks. 8.5 is 17. Sorry, 17. Bad at math. So that would be, in fact, 34%. Actually, there we go, 34%. Very interesting, right? Now, the one issue I have is it's after the burn effect causes damage, right? So you'd have to wait until the enemy attacked 3 times, so you'd only have it for like the 1 turn. You can't instantly do damage by other means, such as her ultimate, right? So you ult to get, you know, the damage in early, which would pretty much be mandatory, considering if you got her E6, you would then be 4 stacks for 3 turns. I just don't like it being inflicted after there. If it's like when they are burned, you're chilling because you can just loop that over and over and over. But when it's after they're burned, that is kind of unfortunate because you have to either proc it yourself or wait until it's their turn. Very unfortunate, especially because when you go to Sampo, right? Quick, you know, TLDR, right? Sampo gets energy off his ult. His wind shear hits 1 extra time on his first dupe, meaning that his skill will hit 6 times, 1 on the enemy target, and then 5 extra times, right? Because it was first dupe. His basic attack can cause wind shear just based off his talent, so you don't attack. Do note, it is a 65% base chance, and she has a 80% chance, right? So she technically has it higher but you know, you can stack Wind Shear up to 5 times. His ultimate, which is like 100% base chance to increase DOT taken by 30% for 2 turns. It's instant. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to do any shenanigans. Compared to her talent, especially the fact that she just came out and not everyone's going to have her E6, doesn't look too great. I think she can still perform like pretty okay on the DOT team, but I don't see her beating out Sampo, especially because, like I said, not everyone's going to be summoning on this banner. It's going to be harder to get her E6. Sampo has been on like, what, 2 banners already, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Kafka and Jinglus, right? Which a lot of people did summon on this banner. I mean, you have, you know, I wouldn't say like the poster child in Kafka, but she is rather popular, and then Jinglu is just really good meta-wise. So, 2 very enticing banners that Sampo was on, so they more likely have him E6 or at least close. Or you've got in the general pool, really easy to get. So, I'm not going to say it's comparing E6 Sampo to E0, right? But you're more than likely going to pull her once or twice, so she is going to really have to compete like against Sampo. It's unfortunate. I think so she's still good, but you know, to really try to see if she can beat out Sampo, you need her E6. Other than that, that'll pretty much be it for the video. Like I said before, I'm sure she can do okay damage as a 4-star DPS, and she can still work on the DOT team. We'll have to see. I'll probably do a couple summons myself and test her out. So, you know, if I'm completely wrong and she goes crazy, I will have a video on that. But other than that, that'll be it for the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, let me know if you're summoning for her yourself. Are you summoning because you just like her design like me and you just want her as a DPS? Are you summoning because you want her on the DOT team? Are you summoning for Topaz and she just happens to be on the banner, unfortunately? Let me know in the comments, and of course, like I said before, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.